I think everybody was stunned as they watched that. All right, how much damage did LeBron James do to his reputation with this series of basketball?
Look, obviously, for me, as you well know, all too well, it just confirmed everything I've been saying about him for 3 or 4 years on this show. And so much of it I've been criticized for because I've been unfair and over the top when I talk about LeBron James. And so, Jay, just let me say, for the record right now, I'm offended when people dismiss me as a hater. I don't like that term when it comes to LeBron. If you want to use it in the big picture, that's fine.
And it's used towards you a lot,
okay,
when it comes to LeBron James and others, too.
As God is my witness, I don't hate LeBron. But please don't kill the messenger, because all I ever do, and have tried to do from the start with LeBron James, is just watch closely and tell the truth about what I see. Same LeBron James who went into a trance and crumbled under pressure in Game 5 last year against Boston, even in the second half of Game 6. This was the equivalent to me of an NBA panic attack, going blind under the pressure. 0 for 1 in the fourth quarter with 2 killer turnovers? Are you kidding me? On the NBA's biggest stage, in LeBron James' biggest moment, once again, he was exposed for how few superstar intangibles he has. Most talented player in the NBA, but no killer instinct, no rising to the biggest occasions. I still say the reason he chose to go to Miami was so Dwayne Wade could win him a ring or 3 or 4. And again, maybe I'm a Twitter prisoner. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you are too.
Yes, sir. Just
gut feeling, Tebow has become the most polarizing athlete in the history of American sports. Now, I can't speak worldwide, but I'm just, from what I know here.
What?
Wildly debatable performances. 3.5 quarters of ineptitude, as you might say.
Yes.
And all he does is win in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. And it moves people. It polarizes, because we're even arguing about, can he play? We're to the point where I'm saying, in a vacuum, if I gave you these statistics and this one-loss record for a rookie starter in his first 16 NFL games, you'd say, this guy's good, man.
What?
Question.
What?
Should Tim Tebow make $27 million? Because he's big box office. He's big ratings, man. He was blowing the top out of the ratings last year.
Hold on, wait a minute. Will I get fired if I walk off the set right now?
No, you
I said, hold on, wait a minute.
You know why? Because you have no comeback.
I said you have to.
I'll let you off the hook here.
Wait a minute.
You got no comeback.
Wait a minute. I said you have to be able to play and be box office. You can't be box office but can't play. Don't you dare. Are you trying to tell me in that same, you're going to sit here, you're going to sit, I swear to God, I'm standing up for this. I'm standing up for this.
Talk about
are you going to tell me, are you going to tell me that Tim Tebow deserves to be mentioned in the same battle than Kobe Bryant?
He's a bigger draw than Kobe Bryant.
He's a bigger,
yeah.
Go to break.
I got him.
I almost want to walk off this set right now. I can't believe this man just said this out of his mouth. You're telling me that
Marcellus Wiley in the house? We need to get Marcellus out of here. Where is he? He needs a blow.
He's out.
Tim
Tebow is more box office than Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Than Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Is Tim Tebow more box office than LeBron?
I think so. It's the National Football League. Go look at the numbers. Go look at the numbers he did in his games last year. It's through the roof. 9 National Football League teams that needed a quarterback last night passed on Johnny Manziel, starting with the Houston Texans, who will forever regret passing on Johnny Manziel. And in a minute, I will go right down the list of teams that will forever regret passing on Johnny Manziel, who pretty soon will change football life in Cleveland, Ohio. One day, I am predicting, Johnny Manziel will become even bigger in the city of Cleveland than his buddy and business partner LeBron James ever was in the city of Cleveland.
Did the American people get it right?
The 34%.
The 34%. I mean, and what we're saying is, can he right now, at 52 years old,
right here, right now,
beat LeBron one-on-one? I mean, and beyond, come on.
You know, Stephen A.
Oh,
Smith?
gosh, don't do this.
You know? He just might be able to.
Don't do
He
this.
just might be able to.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to explain why he might be able to in just a moment. But allow me to either qualify or disqualify myself, because you know Stephen A. Smith. So if right here, right now, Michael would stop smoking his cigars.
Okay.
change his diet up. If you gave him, I'm gonna say 2 months.
Okay.
2 months
Okay.
into the off season. Okay? 2 months is all I would need. I would train him actually.
Uh-huh.
And I will truly miss you sitting to my left and making me laugh every morning.
Thank you, Molly. I would hug you, but I think you're tethered to the chair
I'm
there.
attached to the chair.
And I don't think Ernestine would love it if I hugged you. But I do want to thank the many people who responded via social media yesterday. Much love, even to the haters. But most of all, I want to thank this man sitting across from me for all he has done for me. And I'm going to shake his hand, and I'm going to tell him what I told him off the air last Friday. I love you, man. And that is from the bottom of my heart. In my view, you and I had the greatest times of my career sitting right here across from each other at this debate table. Now, you're stuck with me for maybe a couple more months here, and you're going to have to watch my Spurs win it all.
Right.
You realize that with me sitting across from you.
Right. You know.
But now I say, let's do what we do.
Yes, let's do it. Time for you guys to get to
You
work.
blind witnesses that both of you are. It's okay. It's okay. I respect it because I love both of you. But you're wrong about this one because without Draymond's suspension and the greatest clutch shot I ever saw, LeBron James would be 1-6.
Wait, Kyrie's shot
Let me
was the greatest
finish. Let me finish. He would be 1-6 in NBA Finals without the greatest clutch shot by Ray Allen and the suspension of Draymond Green. 1-6. He also got blown off the floor by a record margin in an NBA Finals. I'm sorry, I got to dock him for that. And the chosen one did become the frozen one against the Dallas Mavericks. And even you admitted that was pretty shameful on his part because that was the worst superstar collapse I've ever witnessed. But that's just me. I believe this with all my heart and soul, that the guy who deserves to be number one on this list is the guy who is criminally underrated because he was the most boring superstar in the history of sports. Not just the NBA, it's Tim Duncan. Allow me to start with the West because it is the best.
No.
And my one caveat is if Corey Brewer is 100% healthy, and I don't know if he is or not because he badly sprained his knee against Memphis on the last night of the regular season 2 nights ago. But if he is right, Russell Westbrook is going to rise above and take over the entire Western Conference playoffs. I believe this is his year. I believe this is Russ's revenge on his former co-star Kevin Durant. And I believe that Russell Westbrook and company, and he finally has plenty of company to do this, will pull off Game 7 win over Utah. And again, this is by far the toughest first-round matchup is Utah versus Oklahoma City. And I still believe Utah right now could go win the Eastern Conference. They're the best team in the East if they were in the East. That's how good they are.
Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Undisputed live from Los Angeles. I'm Jen Hale here with Elise Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody, and we have a mystery guest.
Skip's not here today.
Where's Skip?
I'm someone else. Skip's sick today.
What?
He said he couldn't come in after what happened last night, so he's not going to be in for today's show.
Was it the flu, stomach ache, heartache?
It's cowboy flu. It's going around in Cowboy Nation. Everybody's got it.
Skip, I got something for you today. You like that, Skip, right there?
I don't know what it is.
This right here is Hennessy sent me a limited edition. They only made 70 bottles of Hennessy. This is bottle number 39. I was so certain that the Cowboys were going to lose, I went and bought a pair of red bottoms to match my display, to match my pants. That's how certain I was they were going to lose last night.
Somebody gave you those.
No, they didn't, Skip. Skip, how you doing today?
Well, I guess I got to suck it up, and I got to take my medicine. So it's enough of that.
Come on, Skip.
I should throw these, but Lamar Jackson had a better year than Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about performing at the position.
Yes.
Russell Wilson had a better year than Patrick Mahomes. Dak Prescott had a better year than Patrick Mahomes.
There you go. You were doing so well, too. You were going well, too.
Now I'm going to go real deep on you, and I'm going to push you right into a corner you will not be able to fight your way out of.
Okay.
Okay, let's start going down the numbers, shall we?
Yes.
Passes for first downs. This past football season, Dak was second in the NFL with 229. Mahomes was way down at 16th. How about catchable passes? Dak was second in this league. Mahomes was way down at 16th. How about big pass plays? That's 20-plus yard pass plays. Oh, that's interesting. Dak was third in the league. Mahomes was 13th.